Welcome back to Doha and the News Hour, and we're going to pick up on the latest we have on the 4 Al Jazeera journalists who have been detained in Egypt. Producer Mohammed Fahmy, who's seen here on the left, has been moved to Tora prison outside of Cairo. That's where a number of high-profile political prisoners are being kept. Baha Mohammed and correspondent Peter Grester are still in detention. Cameraman Mohammed Fawzi has been released without charge. Al Jazeera is demanding its staff be released immediately. Al Jazeera's Bernard Smith has reported out of Cairo and now joins me to discuss the restrictions faced by journalists working in Egypt. How difficult, Bernard, is it to operate?
Well, I think, Stephen, since August and the crackdown on those protests in Cairo, from then on in, it became particularly difficult for foreign journalists to operate. A domestic media, largely sympathetic to the military-backed interim government, portrayed foreign media sometimes as agents of foreign powers, suggesting that we were not supporting the coup that removed Morsi from power. So foreign media, for a time, certainly in August, became targets when we were operating on the street, targets for harassment, targets for physical harassment. It's calmed down a little bit since then. It's become slightly easier to operate, but Egypt still remains a very challenging environment.
A little easier to operate, but not for Al Jazeera English. Why have we been singled out?
I think certainly we are the only people left from the Al Jazeera network left still in Egypt. Also, Al Jazeera was seen during the revolution in Egypt, now nearly 3 years ago, as being, its coverage of that revolution certainly being instrumental or certainly helping that revolution along. That's how it was portrayed at the time. We have the anniversary of that revolution coming up, and we have a military government that is taking increasingly draconian steps to try and stabilise the country, and we think that perhaps Al Jazeera is being lashed out against because of the continuing coverage we've tried to give to all sides of the story in that country.
Bernard Smith, many thanks for joining us.